Okay, sorry it took so long between video 1 and video 2. I had to go do mommy things for the child. So here are a couple other examples, again, making them up off the top of my head in hopes that we can figure some stuff out. Okay, so we're going to do a mix of numbers, letters, both, all alone, who knows. So here's an example. Okay, so we're going to solve for B. Okay, so first thing that I believe our note said was put a box around everything that you want to keep. Okay, well, I want to keep the B. Okay, so then it says move everything outside the box to the other side by using either addition or subtraction, whatever is the opposite of the problem. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I completely forgot that sometimes, especially in this case, on this right side of the equal sign, there is no addition or subtraction. Because what is happening here is multiplication. Alright, so there's actually, multiplication going on here. Alright, so this is multiplying. And the opposite of multiplication is division. Okay, so because we're multiplying, we're actually going to have to divide by whatever's outside the box. So in this case, whatever's outside the box is the x. So let me rewrite our equation. 2x plus 4y equals xb. And we're solving for b. So we're going to divide by x. Okay, which means we divide everything over here by x2. Okay, so on the left-hand side over here, our x's, or our right-hand side, I'm sorry, our x's are going to cancel out. So we're left with just b on the right-hand side. And then we also have 2x plus 4y over x, and we can leave it just like that. Okay? So there's one example. Okay? Let's do another one with no numbers at all, because that sounds like fun. So here's another example. Okay? LR plus S equals M. Okay, and I would like you to solve for R. Okay, so I'm going to put a box around R. Okay, now I need to move everything. Okay, now this is a little bit more of an advanced one, I would say, is what I would call it. So step one, we are either going to add or subtract. Okay. We're either going to add or subtract from both sides. So I'm going to look for an addition or subtraction sign. We're going to do the opposite to move it to the other side. So the only one that I see is this plus s. Okay, so I'm going to subtract s from both sides. Okay, so I end up with LR equals M minus S. Okay, and we're trying to get R by itself. So just like in the previous example, I noticed that what's going on here is multiplication, which means we have to divide by L. And if I divide the left side by L, I have to divide the right side by L. So on the left-hand side, those L's cancel out, And I have R equals M minus S divided by L. And that's our final answer. Okay. So yes, that was my phone going off because I have awesome ringtones. So let's see if I can come up with another one. Okay. So we'll do 2k minus 4w equals 17a. Alright, whatever. So we're going to solve for k. Alright, so I'm going to put a box around what I'm solving for. And I'm just solving for k, y'all. I'm not solving for 2k, I'm solving for k. So, step 1, just like before, we're going to add or subtract to move everything else. So, we're going to kick it out. Okay? Anything that is not with a k, we are going to kick it out. So, I'm going to add 4w because the opposite of subtraction is addition, which means I have to add 4w to this side. So, these cancel out. Yep, that's me again. So we have 2k equals 17a plus 4w. Okay, and we're still solving for that k. So now that we kicked it out, we divide by whatever's in front. So we're going to divide by 2, which means everything is divisible by 2. Okay? So these cancel out, the 2's cancel out, so I'm left with k equals 17a plus 4w divided by 2. Okay? Now, if I had asked you to solve this exact same equation for a, so I have 2k minus 4w equals 17a. Okay, so same equation, but now we're going to solve it for a. I understand that it might be a little crazy to have the variable you're solving for on the right-hand side. So one of the cool things you can do about this equal sign, sorry, we had a Layla meltdown, so don't remember where I was, but if you have an equal sign hanging out right smack dab in the middle of your equation, the coolest thing that you can do is actually flip your equation. Okay, and so when I say flip your equation, I mean all we're going to do is rewrite it. So that way it's 17a equals 2k minus 4w. Okay, these are the exact same things, we just reordered it a little bit. Okay, which makes it a lot easier to solve for a because we see that we have to divide by 17. And so we divide everything by 17. So a equals 2k minus 4w, and we can put this over 17 and this over 17, or we can write it like we have in the previous examples, and it'll be totally fine. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions.